Hi, everybody. Welcome again to Enjoy English School. I'm Bruce.
I'm Antony.
Today in your magazine, the section we call World in Pictures, we're going to be talking about the weather. That's exactly what the title is, talking about weather, the weekend weather forecast.
在我们这个图解世界这个单元里头呢，我们今天要跟各位聊天气的事情。那刚好老师刚刚讲说，哦，对，这也是我们的 title， 我们的 topic， 就是 talking about weather， 好，天气面面观。那在这里面，我们有一个这个副标题，也是对话的标题，就是周末的气象预报。相信各位如果在忙了一整周之后，周四啊，差不多就会开始关心，到底周五、周六、周日要去哪里玩的话，看看天气怎么样，对不对？所以我们今天就看到这个主题呢，就是在讲他们这个主播呢，还有他的 weatherman 气象主播呢，去跟大家分享一下，到底在周末天气状况如何。
Okay, it's a dialogue, so let's get started. Newscaster Teresa and weatherman Bill are discussing the weather forecast. There's an important word, and it's easy to understand. For, like before, means not yet. Cast originally means to throw. However, here it means, in the sense, we throw information out ahead of the time that we have right now or where we are right now. So it can be a noun or a verb, and it means to talk about the future. Very similar to predict. But predict is only a verb. If you want the noun, you have to add the I-O-N, prediction.
没有错，在这里副标题这个地方，你看到老师提到了 forecast 这个字 ，F-O-R-E 就是指 before 的意思。除了像这个 forecast 这个字之外，你可能还有听过 foresee something，F-O-R-E 加上一个 S-E-E 就是看的那个字，就是预先看到。那 forecast 这个字的意思就是指预测的意思。在这边他说 newscaster Teresa， 好，就是这个主播 Teresa 跟 weatherman Bill， 好 Bill 的话就是气象主播 are discussing the weather forecast， 还要跟大家分享一下天气的状况。
Okay, we start with Teresa. Now, here's our weatherman, Bill Hume. Bill, how is it looking this weekend? Can a weekend see? Does a weekend look? Wait a minute. How is something looking is we use what is the situation or what is the condition this weekend is not here yet. But of course, we can forecast weather reasonably well for at least a day or two or the coming weekend.
没错，在这里的话，他说 How is it looking this weekend？ 所以你还想说，他要看什么？这个东西会看吗？没有，他想说看起来的状况。How do I look？ 我怎样？我看起来如何？帅不帅？这种 How do I look？ 有没有？在这边的话 ，How is it looking？ 就是说这看起来状况怎么样
？In your dreams.
OK， 所以在这里的话呢，他提到说 Now here's our weatherman Bill Hume， 他就告诉说，现在我们请到了我们的主播 Bill，How is it looking this weekend？ 这周的这个周末到底天气状况如何呢？你可以跟我们分享一下吗？他是这样子问的。
And Bill greets his co-worker. Hi, Teresa. I just want to say here, Teresa is also spelled T-H-E-R-S-A. It's only used as a woman's name, but it has two spellings. So he greets her and says, well, there's good news and bad news. We often use this expression if something is going to be okay and good, but another part is not. So I have some good news for you and some bad news.
我们中文也会常常这样讲啊。我们有好消息，有坏消息，你要先听哪一个 ？Which one would you want to hear first? Right?
The bad news.
The bad news, yeah. 所以在这里的话，还想说 Hi, Teresa. Well, there's good news and bad news. 记得哦 ，good news, bad news. News 这个字不可数，我们不会讲 there's a good news， 这个不可以有，所以说 I have good news for you 不会有 a good news。我们不会讲说，我有个好消息，有个好消息。中文好像看起来消息是可以数的，但是英文里面 news 是不行的，所以你要说 a piece of news， 但是平常在讲说 I have good news for you， 好 there's good news and bad news， 要特别注意这边不会加
First, he says, expect mild temperatures over the next 2 days. Well, if it's summer and it's been very, very hot, this is good news because mild temperatures is neither hot nor cold. It's actually quite comfortable. So in the winter, if someone says the weekend will have mild temperatures, that means the temperature will go up. If it's hot in the summer, it means the temperature will be going down.
没有错，在这里的话，他说 first， 首先呢 expect mild temperatures。mild 这个字就是温和的意思，所以有提到说，气温的话是很温和的，意思就是如果在冬天的时候，你会觉得气温会有回暖。如果说今天呢是夏天，天气好像很炎热的，提到 mild temperatures 的时候，就觉得气温有稍微比较没有那么炎热了，就是很舒服宜人的好天气。他说首先呢 expect something， 这个就是会看到，你会看到 ，you will see something over the next 2 days， 在未来2天呢，你会看到比较温和的这种气温。
And then Bill continues, it's going to be comfortable and sunny Friday and most of Saturday. So obviously this is still the good news. Comfortable, who doesn't want to feel comfortable? Sunny on Friday, that usually means that we can go out and, as we say, out and about, take off, maybe spend all day and not at home, of course, but outside. The weather is good. And most of Saturday. Now, if I heard that, I would think, okay, Saturday morning might still be okay, but after that...
没有错，在这边的话就是要特别注意的这个地方 It's going to be comfortable and sunny。 好，这个就是气候舒适宜人又有阳光啦，又很舒服啦 Friday and most of Saturday， 所以它代表不是一整天 Saturday 都是气候舒爽宜人的，可能早上还 OK， 下午可能开始要变，晚上恐怕就不行的那种感觉。
Right. Okay, Teresa says, that sounds terrific. Of course, that was the good news. Terrific is humbang, it's much better than good. I'm hoping to get outside this weekend. I know how she feels. Sometimes, especially up here in Taipei, we can have weather, weeks of rain and clouds, and you don't really feel like going out to play. You already have to go out to work or to school in lousy weather, but this is, Friday is good, and most of that, as he said, the morning is probably no problem. Afternoon may start to change, but by night, forget it.
没错，老师刚刚提到 lousy 这个字 ，lousy 的拼法是 Lousy。lousy means bad, very bad， 好不好的天气，烂烂的那种感觉。所以呢，这个 Teresa 就讲说 ，That sounds terrific， 感觉太棒了。I'm hoping to get outside this weekend。我正想着这段时间，我正在想着说周末要出去走走逛逛，看看，感受一下户外的好天气呢。
He answers her, well, Teresa, I need to tell you the bad news. As I said, that was the good news. Here's the bad. If I were you, I'd make those plans for Saturday and be prepared for a bit of wind. So when the weather changes, we often have a wind change as well. The wind blows in or blows out a weather system, and that means it's going to change.
没错，所以在这边的话就说 Well, Teresa, I need to tell you the bad news. 好了，现在好消息讲完了，坏消息来喽。他就说 If I were you, I'd 这边的 I'd 帮我圈起来，告诉你是 I would。好，很多时候你讲到 If I were you， 这边是一个现在事实相反的假设。如果我是你，我不可能是你，但是如果我是你的话，我会做这些事情。If I were you, I would do this. I would make those plans for Saturday.And be prepared for a bit of wind. 好，这 a bit of wind 就是要小心。好，下午可能风向要变，可能会有多风，很多阵风的情况，你要特别注意一下。他就这边跟大家去做个叮咛。
We have a low pressure front coming from the northeast. We have high pressure, we have low pressure. Low pressure usually brings in clouds, wind when it first comes in, and rain.Very often, not all the time. High pressure is the opposite. The pressure is high and it pushes out the moisture in the air. So it tends to get clear, sunny, maybe cold, especially in winter, but at least you have a beautiful sunny day.
没错，所以这边的话呢，他就特别讲了，他说 We have a low pressure front， 我们有低气压的锋面。好 ，We have a low pressure front， 要特别注意 low pressure front 是锋面的意思。Low pressure 本身两个字都是名词嘛，所以要变成形容词来形容后面的 front 的时候，中间要有一个连字号，这样还有形容词的效果。Coming from the northeast， 我们呢有一个这个来自于东北方的一个低气压锋面要过来了。好，它到还 which should arrive Saturday evening， 到了这个星期六的晚上，好，差不多就会到达了。所以这边的话会有转变风向啦，可能天气要变啦，这种状况出现。
He continues, that means spring showers are on the way. As I said, low pressure tends to be cloudy, very moist, and when it's moist or humid is a better word actually for the air. If there's a lot of moisture in the air, we can expect showers, sometimes rainstorms. On the way means not here yet, but it's coming.
OK， 老师刚刚提到一个字 moist 是拼法是 moist，moist。提到 moist 的时候是觉得舒服的那种湿，但如果提到另外老师提到的字 humid，humid，就是那种不舒服、那种黏黏腻腻的那种感觉。所以说，你就提到这种在气象播报的时候才会提到 humidity， 指的是这种湿度，就是 humid 加上 ity， 所以这种字的话常常会出现的。所以他最后要告诉你说 ，That means spring showers are on the way。你也知道说，哦，春雨呢，慢慢的要过来了。你可能会听到，可能会看到很多的那种 scattered showers， 好，就指的那种偶阵雨。scattered shower，scattered 就是这边一点那边一点的那种偶阵雨，它的拼法是 scatter， 再加上 ed，scattered 就是这边一点那边一点的感觉，后面再加上 showers 指的是阵雨的意思。
Okay, let's take a short break and then we'll come back and finish. Oh, welcome back. Now let's finish up. Teresa, then, first we have Bill motions to the weather map on the screen behind him. This is very useful. To motion to is almost like 手语. You use your hands to point or direct attention to someplace else.
所以在这里的话呢，它就是指着这些东西 motions to weather map on the screen behind him， 就开始跟大家介绍。首先我们看到这边的气象云图，然后这边左边的这个地方是怎样，他开始用手去比，让大家去看到说，哦，他在讲哪一块的封面。
Okay, Bill says, Teresa asks, so, will it rain most of Sunday? Because Bill has suggested Sunday is not going to be a fun day.
OK， 所以 Teresa 就先问啦，对不对？哈，他说，所以说星期天大部分的时间都在下雨是吗？
Bill answers, it looks like it. That means 比较可能. It's more likely that will happen. But if you forecast the weather, you have to sometimes make mistakes. The weather has its own mind. The heavy rain may last a few days before the sunny weather returns. So maybe Saturday afternoon it gets cloudy. It's not sunny anymore. Saturday night we have scattered showers and then heavy rain on Sunday.
Yeah， 没错。所以在这里的话，他就说了 ，The heavy rain may last a few days before the sunny weather returns。在这里讲的 last 指的是持续，会持续一段时间。所以老师刚刚提到说，也许呢周六开始有点小小的雨，然后周日的时候大雨就来了，对不对？然后持续几天才会看到好天气回来。所以这边他讲的就是这样的一个现象。记得 last 这个词是当动词使用，表达持续的感觉。
He continues, I also urge our viewers. Urge is to encourage, strongly encourage people to do something. Viewers are the people who watch the TV weather report, to bundle up once those rains arrive. Bundle up is to wear more clothes, thick clothes, because when it's humid, if it's hot, you feel very hot. If it's cold, you feel very cold. And if it's heavy rain, you're going to feel very, very cold.
没错，所以说如果有了湿度，好，有了湿度的情况之下，热的时候会特别觉得热，冷的时候特别觉得冷。所以说今天如果又下雨，然后又特别冷的话，哇，你会冷到一个吱吱叫的感觉，对不对？哈，所以他说 I also urge our viewers.Urge someone to do something， 就是老刚刚讲的强烈的 strongly encourage someone to do something to bundle up. To bundle up means to put on more thick clothes， 对吧？就是把多的衣服都穿在身上，穿得像粽子一样。Bundle up，bundle 本来就是指把东西绑起来的意思，所以你把你的衣服绑在你的身上，那种感觉就是穿多一点。Once those rains arrive， 一旦这个雨进来了之后呢，各位一定要穿暖，要小心，不要着凉。
We've got some cold nights ahead. Well, here's your forecast. Ahead means in the future here. And again, if it's humid and the temperature drops, no sun, so the temperature will naturally fall. And if it's very humid on a rainy day, boy, are you going to feel cold.
没错，就会冷到爆，对不对？所以他就讲说 ，We've got some cold nights ahead。接下来几天呢，好几天都冷滋滋的，很恐怖哦，记得要穿暖。
Expect the temperatures to plunge. Plunge means to decrease or decline very severely, very strongly.
我们记得在我们这个月的2号有提到翻译的时候，有提到 sharply， 很快的这样急剧的骤降，对不对？所以 plunge 这个字本身这个字就已经有急剧骤降的感觉。plunge 本来是指跳水的感觉，从悬崖上啊这样跳下去那种感觉。那所以说它是急剧这样啊，气温骤降 to decrease sharply。那所以说你要特别注意说。expect the temperatures to plunge. 要注意气温会骤降哦。
Yeah, for example, maybe it's 25 on Saturday, very comfortable. Then on Sunday, it's 12. The temperature plunges.
Yeah, 没错，这就是急剧骤降的感觉哦。
All right, Teresa says, I guess I'll be wearing my winter jacket for a few more days after all.Now remember, Bill has said that expect spring showers. So you're at the end of winter, but spring hasn't really begun yet. And that's a time when the temperature and weather conditions can change very quickly and very severely.
没错 ，severely 这个字很棒 ，S-E-V-E-R-E，severe 只是严重的，再加上 ly 变成副词。Change severely 就是很快速、很急剧、翻脸不认人的那种转变啊。我们中文不是讲乍暖还寒，对不对？就是那种一下冷，一下又热，一下冷死你，一下热死你这种感觉。所以他就说，哇 ，I guess I'll be wearing my winter jacket for a few more days after all。啊，看样子我恐怕得多穿这个 winter jacket，就是那种冬衣啊，冬的那种大的外套，多穿几天才行了。
And Bill finishes with.Yes, indeed, Teresa. You're right. That's true.
没错。
But today and tomorrow should be lovely. So he's talking about Friday and Saturday. These 2 days are going to be nice weather. So get out there and enjoy the sun while you can, folks. Now he's not talking to Teresa directly. He's probably looking at the camera like I'm looking at the camera to talk to the viewers.You know, get out there, enjoy the good weather while it lasts.
Enjoy while it lasts， 就是说你趁现在还有的时候，赶快享受一下吧，那种感觉哦。这句话英文常常会讲到哦。所以他就说 ，But today and tomorrow should be lovely。先不要想后面冷的事情了，至少今天跟明天的话会是很棒的天气哈。各位请好好利用。So get out there and enjoy the sun while you can。好。Folks， 这个 folks 只是 people， 他现在是对观众们讲说，所以各位记得周5、周6有好天气，赶快出去走走逛逛。那接下来的话，我们会有雨天啊，会很冷这样子。
Okay, now we have a minute left or so. There are a couple of weather terms you've heard, but maybe you're not familiar with the differences. Actually, the 3 words I'm going to introduce are exactly the same kind of weather, but they're used differently in different places in the world. Typhoon, do I have to tell you about that? No, you know all about that. That's used here in the Western Pacific. But if we go over to India, Thailand, Indonesia, and Australia, they call a typhoon a cyclone. C-Y-C-L-O-N-E. C-Y-C-L-O-N-E. Same storm, exactly. In the United States, on the Atlantic, not just the United States, North America, the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, the same storm is called a hurricane. H-U-R-R-I-C-A-N-E. H-U-R-R-I-C-A-N-E, hurricane.
Yeah， 所以在同样是台风，同样是那种低气压，对不对？在我们台湾这边的话，如果是在这个太平洋的西半边的话，我们叫做 typhoon； 一旦到了印度洋那边的话呢，我们叫做 cyclone。那如果是到了美国，不管是在东岸或是西岸，他们都叫做 hurricane。所以同样的东西，在不同的地方会有不同的名字。以后你在这个气象报道上面去看到这个台风的名字的时候，你大概就知道它在哪个区域了。
Okay, that's it for today's program. Hope you learned something and enjoyed it with us. Until the next time,
bye-bye.
Weekend weather forecast. Newscaster Teresa and weatherman Bill are discussing the weather forecast.
Now, here's our weatherman, Bill Hume. Bill, how is it looking this weekend?
Hi, Teresa. Well, there's good news and bad news. First, expect mild temperatures over the next 2 days. It's going to be comfortable and sunny Friday and most of Saturday.
That sounds terrific. I'm hoping to get outside this weekend.
Well, Teresa, I need to tell you the bad news. If I were you, I'd make those plans for Saturday and be prepared for a bit of wind. We have a low pressure front coming from the northeast, which should arrive Saturday evening. That means spring showers are on the way.
Bill motions to the weather map on the screen behind him.
So will it rain most of Sunday?
It looks like it. The heavy rain may last a few days before the sunny weather returns. I also urge our viewers to bundle up once those rains arrive. We've got some cold nights ahead. Expect the temperatures to plunge.
I guess I'll be wearing my winter jacket for a few more days after all.
Yes, indeed, Teresa. But today and tomorrow should be lovely. So get out there and enjoy the sun while you can, folks.